Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, um, pretty much gonna have to put up a disclaimer again, because I'm gonna sit there and talk about some people, that you may get upset about. But, just keep in mind that that's just how I do my review styles. And I have to be honest. I have to be honest. It doesn't matter if it's Days of Our Lives, if it's GH, or if it's Bold and the Beautiful. 'Cause I'm still thinking about deciding on watching that. Reminds me a lot of Port Charles. If you know Port Charles, then you know exactly how long I've been watching soap operas for. But again, I have to be honest with my opinions and just my thoughts, and just keep in mind, these are just my thoughts. You know, if you feel differently, that's okay. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Let's talk about Vivian. So Vivian shows up, she has a gun, and she threatens to shoot Lonnie. Now, Vivian, you know what, I'm gonna save this for the end. Vivian threatens to shoot Lonnie, and everyone's there trying to talk her down, blah, 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 blah. But Vivian is on this revenge quest because apparently Lonnie killed her son. And, you know, honestly, to tell you the truth, I was like, you know what? I understand. Like, I'm not knocking her for fucking killing Lonnie. Now, I don't know the backstory. Alright, this is just me coming as a new person who's watching this, hearing that, you know, her son got killed. I understand, you know, I get it. She's like, yo, listen, I'm gonna kill you. Lonnie's like, listen, I have a child, you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. Now, at this point, I'm like, alright, you know what, listen, it's one thing to kill her, it's another thing to kill her while she's pregnant. This woman, and I am trying not to use the B word, this woman is just like, I don't give a damn. So, Eli texts Rafe, which is actually kind of good because Abe starts talking to her, gets distracted, and then Eli texts Rafe. Rafe is with Gabby. Rafe is with Gabby, I think, and so he heads over to the wedding or whatever. I guess he must have found a way because he tried to get in through the entranceway, but it was locked. Anyway, I guess she's at a point where she's about to shoot somebody because she clearly is not going to sit there and shoot Lonnie, not with Eli standing in the way and Abe standing in the way also. But just as she's about to sit there and shoot, Rafe comes in and grabs the gun from her. And at this point, she's like, oh no, damn you to hell. And I'm just there thinking, Vivian, you're like 90 something years old. Okay? The minute that you shoot that gun, it's probably gonna break both of your goddamn hands. He did you a favor. Trust me, he did you a favor. Now, let's see. So Rafe was like, you know, you're on arrest, blah, blah, blah. Take your ass down to the station. But before he does that, he's like, listen, just to let you know, he was about to kill her, and your son might be alive. Now she's all like, oh, I want to know more about him, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, all right, listen, you can go to the damn station and sit there and find that out. So he takes her to the station. She does this whole thing like unhand me. I'm like, that's not how any of this works. Okay? You should just put your ass in handcuffs and just threw your ass in the goddamn seat. I would have been so okay with that. Because the words that come out of this woman's mouth. God. So, Rafe explains to her that, you know, we don't know for sure. This guy's been in town. His name is Jake Lambert. He's a mechanic. And the minute that shit comes out of her mouth, it's like, well, I don't fucking like you anymore. So she's all like, oh, well, he wasn't a mechanic. Like mechanic, like being a mechanic is something to look down upon. And then she's all like, oh, well, he was an heir and he had fortune and he spoke 4 languages. I'm like, oh my God, seriously, you remind me of somebody. Anyway, she just fucking pissed me off with that. And then, he shows her the picture and she's all like shocked and shit. And at this point, I just kind of tuned out. I was like, bitch, you just fucking lost me. I tried to not actually say the B word, but she really fucking irritated me. Speaking of somebody else who irritated me, fair warning for anyone that is Gabby fans and you don't want to hear this, I would understand, but I'm gonna sit there and say this shit anyway. So Gabby, walks in Jake's place or whatever, his garage. And, she's all talking nonsense or whatever. Excuse me. So, she's talking. Jake is like, no, I don't want to hear it. What are you doing? And then he starts making fun of her dress and that they're calling her an ice skater or some shit like that. Talking about go back to the hockey ring or some shit. Or go back to the skating ring. That's what he said. Something along those lines. He was like, go back to the skating ring. And I started laughing a little bit. Then he calls her nasty. I started laughing even harder. So at this point, it's kind of entertaining, from at least watching it from Jake's point of view. But that's when Gabby comes out of her mouth, and I gotta sit there and say, if you didn't think I ain't like her before, God damn it, I can't stand that woman now. So she comes out, she's like, oh well, you can find out if you're, we're gonna find out. If you're, if you're Stephanie DeMero, you can come with me if you want. You can find out the truth. And the words that she came out and said at that point was like, oh, well, my husband is a this, he's a that. He's not some stupid mechanic. And I was like, whoa, bitch. Okay, see, that's where you got me fucked up. Alright? It's the simple fact that she came down. She tried to like look down upon him, like, oh well, you're not some stupid mechanic or whatever. You're a business person. You're rich and you're this and you're that. And I was like, wow, I cannot fucking stand you. Even Ben was like, whoa, hey, chill, like. Anyway, that's when Jake. Well, hold on. So at this point, Jake is like, listen, I don't care if I'm him or not. I don't really care about that life. I'm good where I am. I'm happy with my life or whatever. And that's when Gabby was like, oh, well, it's not that skank Gwen. And he was like, alright, listen. Then he started really getting at her, talking about how she's lonely and she's crazy and she's this and she's that. And, that's when Gabby slaps him. And I had... That scene got me so fucked up for so many different reasons. And I'm going to try to explain it. And I understand, granted, take it with a grain of salt, because I understand that it's a soap opera, it's a fantasy, and things that go on in a soap opera isn't really necessarily logic and everything else. With that being said, she slaps him because she doesn't like what he has to say. Now I'm sitting there thinking, this would be the same type of woman that if a man hit her, she'd be the first person sitting there calling somebody a wife beater, a woman beater, this, that, and the third. Yet she's totally fucking fine with putting hands on somebody else. And those are the type of women that really drive me up a fucking wall, because they come across as hypocrites. Okay, I can pretty much go on and on about that, but yeah, so that happened, and after she walks out or whatever, Jake follows her, and they get to the I guess, the hospital, whatever. And she goes to go get the results. And I guess Jake just wants to know just to get it out the way. I mean, to be honest, Gabby was like, listen, I don't really care about you as a mechanic, this, that, and the third. They pretty much, she's just like, yo, listen, I just want my money and my power. That's it. You know, she's just about her money, her power. You know, that's literally what she pretty much said. She said it in some sort of way, but honestly, to tell you the truth, that's pretty much how it came out. Now, before Gabby just walked on in his place without being invited, Ben and Jake was sitting there talking, and Ben was like, you know, Gabby had it rough, this, that, and third. And, you know, before I actually got to know her, before I got to see her, I was like, you know, listen, maybe she had some bad shit happen to her, and she's doing bad shit because of it, this, that, and the third. But some of the shit that comes out of her mouth is what really pisses me off. And the fact that she doesn't really know how to take no for an answer. I get that works in some cases, but if a man doesn't want to be with you, let it the fuck go. You know, besides the fact that I'm going to call her a hypocrite for all obvious sorts of reasons, there's no one else in town that you can go out with? Like, seriously, does Salem just have a lack of bachelors in this town? Because, I mean, the fact that you got Gwen and Gabby both fighting for Jake, it's like sad. So yeah, what the hell is going on? Do they need to get somebody new? Like, I was gonna sit there and say Brady, but I mean, Brady doesn't really seem like he has a huge fucking IQ, and I just, the guy makes me wonder who actually ties his shoes in the morning before he gets out of bed. So, I mean, once he gets out of bed. So I don't know if Salem actually has any good bachelors, like any good guys that either one of them could sit there and be with. And heaven helps anyone who actually wants to go out with Gabby. So yeah, so that ends that. And so after everything, after Lonnie's mom gets ill, after Gabby shows up, after 9-year-old Vivian shows up with a gun that seems like it's gonna break her hands the minute it fires, they decide to get married. They get married, and that's it. They have their exchanging their vows and stuff like that. Now, I gotta sit down and say that I've never really been big on the whole wedding scenes thing. To be honest, the last ones that I remember watching straight for it was Todd and Blair from One Life to Live, and Robin and Patrick from General Hospital. I might have watched one on Port Charles, but that was pretty much about it. Other than that, I generally don't tend to really watch them. It's just not my thing. I understand that fierce thing, that's cool, but whatever. So while they was exchanging their vows, and I guess it was nice, I was actually just looking at my phone. So yeah. But anyway, they got married. They did some sort of thing with a broom. I guess it's supposed to ward off bad karma or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, they kissed, they got married, and that was pretty much that. So let's just think of anything else that happened. Oh, in the beginning, well, Rafe was sitting there trying to talk sense to Gabby, but that's... I mean, trying to talk sense to Gabby is like, well, it's like trying to talk sense to Gabby. There's no fucking point. And so before I go, because I was so annoyed with Gabby, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you know what? On General Hospital, I was really, and still to this day, annoyed with Nina. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, who's more annoying? Nina Reeves, or Gabby Hernandez? And well, if I'm going to be honest, Nina is still actually more annoying than Gabby. Because at least when Gabby talks, she doesn't annoy me right away. Because here's the thing, for all of Gabby's faults, the person that plays Gabby does a great job. She is a woman that definitely knows how to act. I will give her full props. She knows how to act. The person who is doing Nina is just fucking terrible. I mean, granted, the character's terrible now, but she doesn't know how to act, and somehow that just makes it worse. So, as far as annoying characters go, yeah, I'm still gonna give it to Nina because the actress just sucks ass. So, yeah. But that's gonna do it for this recap of Days of Our Lives. Write your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure it's probably not gonna be good, but write it anyway. Again, listen, it's just my opinion. I don't really like Gabby. She just comes across as annoying, and now she comes across as spoiled and entitled, and a woman that tends to look down upon other people that don't make as much money as her, or somebody that she's with. And I can't deal with that. I can't stand that. And yes, I know Tracy from General Hospital used to do that shit, and she used to piss me off too. So she gets no fucking pass from that. But just in general, I am not a fan of Gabby. I'm just not. I just don't like her. But that's okay, because I don't have to like her. You can like her and that's fine. I feel like I need to do this because I know that there are a lot of Gabby fans out there, and I know that there is a Gabby fan that will sit there and tell me, well, why I'm wrong and pretty much why they're right, and why I don't disagree with them. At the end of the day, that's just how I feel. So I feel like I have to put down the disclaimer. I have to sit there and put down a disclaimer, because I know that I go off on Gabby a lot in pretty much almost a lot of my reviews, but that's because every time that she talks, she starts to irritate the living shit out of me. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. She comes across as desperate. I get it. He's a lover of life, blah, 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 blah. I get that, but I kind of just start to roll my eyes when she started talking about, oh, that's Steph and that stuff and that stuff. I'm like, oh my God, seriously, it's been 5 days. She's been saying the same shit. Shut up. Can we get somebody else in here? That's how I feel about her. So, but now we're going to find out if Jake is really Steph and Tamara or not. And either way, she can just, or she can shut up about that. Obviously, I'm not a Gabby fan, because I just fucking ranted for like 2 minutes. But anyway, again, I have to put the disclaimers down there because, again, I know people like Gabby and are fans of Gabby, and, they get upset when I say something that's bad about the characters, but I can't help how I feel. Maybe Gabby would do something that would be really great. I gave her credit. I gave her credit when she did almost escape, when she kneed the guy in the nuts, because the guy was a moron for untying Gabby. I will give her credit when credit's due, just like I will about any other character, even if I don't like them. And even if I do like them, let's sit there and say Sunny. I can admit when Sunny or Jason has done something wrong. I will hold people accountable, like them or not like them. That's just how I do my reviews. So, with that being said, have a good day or good night, depending when you're watching this. Thank you for watching my review yesterday. I know it came out super late, and I know my reviews come a little bit later than the show, but, well, we have fucking interruptions going on, and I have to always try to find it on YouTube, so it's just a whole thing. Anyway, be safe, marry, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next recap.